you fight them 3 times in the mid tower and just keep losing your advantage there.
Yeah. So I like Tundra. I think I think their cores look just much better on paper. I don't love this like no disable kind of 3-core from OG, so I'll just go Tundra 2-0.
Snake King. I don't know. Snake King, undefeated Mirana, come back with a 3-3 tie. They get their big opener. I don't really think it looks like a bad tie game after everything that's happened. Like, there's not really early BKBs, right? I mean, Thompson's going to try and get his on the earlier end, but then you got 7 Sumail who are kind of susceptible. So, it's easy to go for Tundra after they make that comeback in game 1, and I think I'll hop on the train.
All right.
Thank you.
You say Snake King, undefeated Mirana. Tundra is undefeated everything.
The other thing about that, too, is as the game gets later, obviously, Tidehunter, like, Refresher, Ravage is just so insanely good. And you can see he's doing the same thing. So this is the build now. If you see a Tidehunter in your pubs with no items, either be really afraid or this dude, like, knows the Helm of the Dominator build and is about to kill with it. So, keep your eyes out for that one for sure. But yeah, the starting here, the anti-mage, a hero that I feel like we've seen a little bit in these qualifiers. So you think it's just like the mixture of the laning stage, the matchup against the Terrorblade. Is there anything that he needs to be particularly worried about on Skitter?
And Terrorblade is supposed to be an anti-mage counter. You get that reflection that mana burns him. You have really high armor, and anti-mage just has like the most pathetic stacking in the game, so you can hit him really hard in fights. But the thing about anti-mage this game is I think the lane versus Timbersaw is quite solid. Like, you just mana burn down Timbersaw, and he's a really good mana void target for you later. Offline Timbersaw, if he doesn't have a good lane, he can't get to like Bloodstone and stuff. He has to go some stable tanky items, which means that his mana pool is always good.
Skitter! Ooh, drop down to 15 HP, but the salve will be passed over. And I don't know, it looked like maybe there's a chance there they could have gone in, but taking
he still had the Fairy Fire. He was being very calm there, not popping that too early. And they did build up somehow sort of a double wave creep advantage, which is why they were able to pressure Skitter there. Just more creeps means you're stronger in these fights. Fada, he will bring out only Tangos actually. I'm surprised. I feel like they should bring out another Salve right away. Maybe even Tangos and Salve, because anti-mage, like, you need to be at full HP in order to trade. And how the lane works is you trade with your opponent, and then you salve up, and they salve up, but they've lost a lot of mana, and you have more resources then.
Makes sense to me. We've seen, as we're actually getting a little bit of pressure up there top, but also mid, the really good performance from 9 last time around is just trying to bully back Thompson as much as possible in this laning stage, and already 11-2 versus that 7-2 from Thompson. 9 definitely standing out on this hero.
Yeah, it's definitely one of 9's preferred heroes. See, top lane. 33 here, already has...
So we'll kind of be keeping an eye on that one, but likely with 2 heroes having a bunch of armor, it's not going to be a ton of action. Down bottom, things still getting a little bit testy with Skitter and Fada, as they are attempting to sort of deal with that aggression that comes out from the Hoodwink. So frustrating and annoying to deal with, and the Timber Chains through.
I just feel like bottom lane, it should be a lead for Tundra here if they bought a lot of Salve and Enchantress. You don't need any net worth on Enchantress to be effective the game, at least in the lane stage. And he has realized that. He's gotten the Salve and Tango coming out, but a cool ward coming in from OG, both scouting bottom room and blocking that hard camp from Enchantress.
Oh, very, very cool. LSA there in the mid lane, going to connect on to Thompson, but then the turnaround afterwards, and Nidenham trading a couple of hits. We'll be able to force back that Invoker again. And we saw Fada make the run over to that hard camp in the triangle, take away the Satyr creep, and now it's going to come back with it as the meta's popped up top. 3-3 able to back away. And both safe laners trying to deal with this pressure in different ways, and 3-3 definitely getting more farm, at least in the early part of it, as Sumail and him trading hits, looking for those body blocks. Sumail, I mean, this is such a hard kill. With the Anchor Smash, he actually doesn't care at all. Hotel's just blocking him to nothing.
Yeah, you can sort of think to the Necrobook back when it was in the game. Is if you accelerate that timing, all of a sudden, you kick your opponent out of lane that much earlier. And they are putting a little bit of pressure on Skitter now, but now he has his Ring of Health. He's feeling pretty stable in this lane.
Does have the continual, actually Fada just, since they didn't win the lane at the start, is going off to jungle a little bit, getting these hard camps and taking them down afterwards. We'll see what he ends up doing with it, as Soxa does make the move on in, gonna get that clarity broken. And they'll end up in a little bit of a battle here. Bushwhack comes out. They have the net and the skeletons trying to soak up some of that acorn shot damage. Thompson won't even be able to get in range there. Oh, but Soxa, does he go down? The right clicks, looking for the chase. It's not quite gonna get there.
He still has a fairy fire. He's pretty chill there. This is one of the strengths of Hoodwink, is that he just does so much damage on early levels because of acorn shot. And also, he's just 320 MS, so it feels very smooth to play him. All his stats feel, honestly, a little bit overtuned in my opinion. He's a very strong pick right now. But, top rune. They want to get this away from Lina.
That was mid-leap. They get the second leap out afterwards. And Snake King going to get away. 9 looks like he's going to eat through that EMP. And the turn now onto Thompson. Misses the LSA, misses the arrow.
He actually walked home and TP'd mid, so he's ready for the 6-minute rune fight. Snake King's getting chased down here.
Yeah, Soxa makes that move, and again, this Hoodwink, it's been so deadly throughout like all of the qualifiers in the regions that we've been watching, and again, showing its prowess.
Honestly, that was like a very weird sequence of events where you just had, you know, they're trying to kill a full HP Invoker. He has 1100 HP with a Fairy Fire. You know, 2 no talisman, just a relatively tanky hero at this point. And as a result, like 9's net worth, he was doing well in lane, but now he's below Invoker. You can sort of see why Invoker's counterpick to pick against Lina, because you have high regen, you burn his mana with the EMP as he's doing now, and Cold Snap is a great tool against him. They're going again.
And the Bushwhack, long range, trying to bring down 9. The right click's coming through the urn. Is it going to be enough? LSA, but dead. Soxa attempting to escape, and as a Fairy Fire, he's fine too. Lina, after such a good early game, is just getting wrecked. And the person making all these...
9 bottom, this could be his catch-up.
Okay, that's what they needed. Seb gets caught out, and Skitter pairing together with 9, able to find that kill. Exactly what they needed.
Oh, and they're chaining this. Fada, he wants to get active here. He smoked up 9. And can they kill Invoker, though? This seems like a little bit of a hard kill. They do have a Dust on Fada ready.
They have the net too. Enchant trying to get into position there for the net into Arrow, and they will find it. Arrow comes out perfectly in time. The Bushwhack to get a little bit of separation though. Do they have enough? Trying to find the finish. A couple more punches, goes invis. The right clicks come through, and they get that kill. But Soxa hoping to find a little bit of retribution. No Tail's moved in. 3-3 is here too, but he doesn't have the mana for Ravage. I don't know if they clicked on him or not. He's just body blocking No Tail. Everybody in the mid lane, with the exception of Anti-Mage, as the Impetus Shot goes out, trying to take down No Tail. Still not enough mana for the Ravage, and the Illusion almost kills Snake King, alive on 11 HP, as they chase them down. And it looks like with the body blocks, takes back over the Mud Golem. Thought about the Hurl Boulder, but doesn't go for it.
Yeah, just 8 heroes in the middle lane.
They're gonna kill the Ench. And Skitter realizing as could get a little bit spicy. Oh, the turn! A chance. They have the hoof stomp afterwards. Can't connect onto Seb. Able to timber chain through. So a trade there of both supports for each other's lives, but it's going to be Seb that's able to try and put the pressure on. But a good play here with the Helm of the Dominator creep, which is going to be keeping the creep wave off of the tower on the bottom side. Or...
That's an Ench creep. The Helm creep is on top. Creeps. There are so many. Just a lot of Ghost Push coming out for Enchantress and Tidehunter with this build. They really want to kick No Tail to the top. You cannot let the enemy 5 or 4 just sit in this lane, and the Helm creep is going to scout them out here. They have a stunned arrow, maybe?
Good Impale. Able to interrupt. So he is going to stay up there. Tundra are going to try and keep that pressure on now, and the mana burn. So annoying to deal with as this Tidehunter does have a Soul Ring. But they are going to mount this pressure here. Nobody else showing up at the moment.
Meanwhile, Sumail, he pops meta, takes a free bottom tower, he's chilling. You know, Seb had a pretty good lane, and now Seb's just going to come top and defend this tower. This is a huge map control move from OG. If you can ever take the enemy safe lane tower and defend your own, it just creates a lot of disparity in the map, like the map, I don't know, map control?
Yeah, that sounds right.
And now Terribly, he's just going to farm all of this area. Meanwhile, Anti-Mage, he's sort of stuck farming waves as they push into him. He can't really go...
Pressing in range, Hoof Stomp number 1, Hoof Stomp number 2, no, the Bushwhack to interrupt, but Hoof Stomp number 2 comes out afterwards. Arrow going to connect, but Seb able to block it. Thompson still living through it. They take down Fada, and 3-3 just has to back. 9 couldn't stay strong in that mid lane. and they end up punishing OG, looking good, and snaking. He just came back to life. Brought down again. 9, hoping to find something, but he's already used his Laguna Blade here. They will kill the creep wave, but Seb, not deterred, is going to stand there and tank it.
A little bit of space for Skitter there, but OG, they're just running them over. That was the Ravage expended, Laguna Blade. Even the first Potomo is a very valuable ultimate, and they got nothing there. Sort of, you know, snaking, he bought back, by the way, and he just dies back instantly. It's a long respawn. OG, they're getting map control, but the gold, it's still pretty even here.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Misses that stomp, but Fada, he's going to get the Arcane Rune. Cool. Able to dodge away from the Bushwhack, but don't know if he's going to be dodging away from this one. As Thompson finds the last touch there. These
Tower.
Oh, whoa.
And now there's going to be a triple wave here.
Yeah, it's coming in between the tier 1 and tier 2 right now.
Okay, so those were actually the top creeps. So they pulled all the top creeps.
Down bottom, though, they catch Skitter. Oh, no, they won't get him. Bushwhack afterwards. Instead, they're going to find snaking yet again, but will he die? Meanwhile, the Ravage looking for the turn. Who's he decide to go on? They're trying to kill Thompson. It's ambitious, but is it going to be good enough? No. They can't get him. And now the rundown 9 hoping to escape, but there's nowhere to go. All of OG grouped together and taken down Tundra. What a finish.
Look at this move from Sumail. Instant fight into TP mid. He's going to chase away 3-3 and then hit mid tower. This is the best meta you can ask for. Kills into objectives.
Really nicely played there. As 3-3 is going to get ran down. Doesn't have anywhere else to go. Seb finds the final touch. And they are just getting stomped in this early going.
To be fair, this did happen last game. And look at top lane.
It's true.
Anti-Mage, he's trying to catch up. There are like 14 creeps here, but OG know this. They're trying, their objective to come here is just to stop him from farming all these creeps.
Oh man, Skitter does a little do-si-do action, but Seb moving in. Fots is there also. Skitter's just AFK farming. They're clipping the wave on him right now. Oh, all he wants to do is hit some creeps, but they won't let it happen. And this creep wave, I mean, it could go the distance. It's going to be a lot of pressure. Sucks a tipping 3-3 who started all this mess.
Yeah, all of a sudden this move, it was supposed to give Anti-Mage a ton of farm, but instead it's just, you're just building up a huge wave. Timbersaw, he tanks a tower, and now you still have like 12 creeps here to do damage to a tier 2.
Yeah, this is problematic right now for Tundra. Do they have... God, they still have a minute until Ravage is back up. It feels so impossible to fight without that. But at the same time, like, you can't just let them take this tier 2, which it feels like they're thinking about it. And yeah, it's already in there. Mana Void. Oh, ooh, all right.
I like that.
Cool, Skitter. That got him his Battle
good
Fury.
Mana Void.
Farming Mana Void. Who would have thunk it?
Yeah, but look at Fada. It's 16 minutes in. He's level 5 on Enchantress. 0-6. At all.
A 3,000 gold lead into the favor of OG. Not insurmountable, but this is the type of lineup from OG with the Terrorblade that can take full advantage when you start to get a little bit of your lead and then just never let go of it. So we'll see what they need to do. Your thoughts for them and like objectives over the next couple of minutes for OG? Do they just sort of keep the pressure on, or oh, wait a minute, 3-3? God, I mean, they keep on finding Seb in this series, whether it's the Tidehunter last game or the Timbersaw this game, and it's really difficult to take this hero down.
Yeah, he's done a good job in both games, just sort of positioning himself where Tundra want to farm. And I think the timing for OG, like, the goal here is to prevent the enemy team's net worth from increasing. When you're ahead, it's better to get more ahead by preventing the enemy from farming than just farming more yourself. Because, like, gold disparities mean more, you know? Think about I'm 50k and 15k and you're 10k compared to I'm 25k and you're 20k. The 15k versus 10k is much more compelling. And we can see 9. He gets caught again bottom.
Yeah, the right click's coming through there. Ooh, LSA.
Arrow.
Laguna Blade, a chance for a turnaround. No Tail doesn't have anything left in the tank to help his buddy. So they take down Thompson, a really big kill.
Yep, snaking.
They're
with the
still
pot
under
on bottom.
this ward.
Wait, did 3-3? He dragged another creep wave to Anti-Mage mid there, so he got both top and mid waves. If you farm 2 waves, like 2 waves every 30 seconds, it's basically farming like 1200 GPM or something ridiculous. He's accelerating on Anti-Mage like crazy.
This could be a problem here. And I mean, the thing about this too is like Tundra have been able to keep some pretty good vision out there on the map over the last few minutes that have enabled this type of stuff to happen. But they are going to eventually chase down and kill Snake King. So they find him bottom. Lead now, it feels like. But yeah, it's definitely the avenue back into this game is all through Skitter. He has to be the one to carry them here. They scan right where he was. Skitter, the Lina Courier goes right by and tops it. Gonna get caught, but not enough afterwards, actually. Now the bushwhack, Skitter jumping away, trying to escape, has Blink back up in a second. Looking for the escape, but he's solo, gets the Courier kill, actually, but eventually will get brought down by that Spirit Vessel. So a good catch there by OG. So they managed to catch Skitter.
I was mousing over Thompson's Code Snap range as he went towards Lina there. I think he was like 50 range away from getting Code Snap an additional kill. But Sakta, he's caught snaking. They pop meta.
They are falling apart right now on Tundra. Sunstrike goes out. Is it going to be on the mark? No, not quite. Snaking able to escape. I mean, I guess this is what they need to do, but they just keep on bleeding kills.
Yeah, I mean, you're playing like cops and robbers right now on the Tundra side because you can't fight your opponent at all. They're too strong when they're together. But the problem is you're running around the map against an Invoker and a Nyx Assassin who are hunting you down. And Sumail, he popped meta. He doesn't get to kill Snaking, but they just use it to get another objective as they go for Roshan here. Alacrity to Terrorblade, always a classic.
Wait a minute. Look in the dire base right now. In the dire base, they're trying to snipe couriers with the Helm of the Dominator creep. They're not letting them get in there.
Oh my god.
Anything at all to slow down the game. That is unbelievable. I mean, they're taking Roche at the same time, but they got him on patrol command right now.
Did he get any? He got two of, like, he got No Tail's Courier with this range creep. Dude, this has to be so annoying.
Will he get caught again? Looking like he's gonna go 0-8-2 here. As the break, Tornado lift up, does get some heals afterwards, but ends up dying. Oh, Courier, back in the base, looking for it. One more punch, comes through. Oh, but he got into the fountain. Able to lift through it. Back and forth it goes.
Look how the Courier has to move. He has to dance on the top side. Who wants to go back to kill a random range creep, right?
This is the craziest thing. Do this in your pubs, honestly. This is gonna be amazing.
God, this is insane levels of creativity coming out from 3-3. It's so cool to see plays like this because, you know, even though they're behind, you can really see, like, Tundra, they came back 3 times from over 11k gold deficits in this qualifier, despite going 7-0 until maybe this game. And you're really seeing now, like, even when they're behind, they're eking out every advantage. But OG, they don't want Tundra to have that chance. They want to go high ground now. Alacrity on Terrorblade, Metamorphosis with the Arcane Rune, they're looking really strong here.
Yeah, you can do the cute plays, but it might not be enough in the end. They do take back over the Terrorblade Illusions with that enchant.
They sniped another Courier with the creep.
Yeah, but the tier 3 tower is going down. Seb is up there tanking for him. Arrow does connect. And Fata gonna back out again. Sharpshooter not gonna be on the mark, but Fata gets hit by the Sunstrike. Not enough for the kill. Another Courier goes down. No tails this time. But buildings are falling, and that is definitely the bigger objective. They're trying to kill another one. 3-3 out there on the map. They're not even in the base. They're just hunting couriers now. Fata dies. Meanwhile,
and the Creepway just matched a kill. I mean, he did kill, like, he was doing 16 things at the same time, so we should forgive him for this. But they do eventually get the creeps, and without backdoor protection, they're going to take the racks. Honestly, I think they took that through backdoor protection, so it's not like 3-3's mistake did anything. Sumail, he is just so farmed. He has SY Dragonlance Scotty and over half of Butterfly at 24 minutes.
That is impressive and terrifying if you are a Tundra fan or a Tundra player. But Sumail, definitely the king right now of the net worth and looking to try and find a way to close this out, most likely around that second Roche. Still has the Aegis for another minute. We'll see if they try and do something else in that time period. But smoke up. Oh, 3-3, they do have that Ravage. Do they want to blow it all, though, on the Aegis Terrorblade? He said still a minute away. 9 gonna try and slow this down a little bit. The big wraparound, though. 3-3 and Snaking are looking for that backline. Jump forward, finds Fata. 9 gonna pop that Laguna Blade, looking for a jump. Do they have an opening? Thompson right on top of him, killing off that Invoker. Huge kill. Sumail, they're trying to leave him for last. LSA, a little bit of kiting going on, but it's a Terrorblade. He is terrifying. Seb there to protect that TB as he jumps pretty aggressively in there, and the rest of Tundra, they're gonna back out. It was a buyback from Topson. That might be enough for them.
That was 2 buybacks from OG. Notel and Fada also buying back during that fight, and you know, anytime you're behind it, you can force out core buybacks on the enemy team. It always, in the back of your mind, you're always thinking, guys, we have a chance. If we clutch Topson again, they're going to be down to core hero. And, I mean, you can be the most farmed hero in the game. You can't 1v5 in this patch without allies. You will get kited, they'll eventually get halberds, you know, it won't work. You need allies to stun them and disable them so you can hit them. Much like Snaking's getting stunned and disabled into his death top.
And that was, again, just pulling these creep waves. They have Fada taking over illusions, and then they've got Snaking pulling the waves. They got another one as Skid.
But I thought the exact same thing about game 1, and they pulled it off there. So, I mean, they're... So,
0-3-3.
He's just hitting Tidehunter.
Yeah, I tried to TP out of there, but Nyx was right on top of him. So another catch there by OG. And you can see the highest net worth at 25 minutes, 7th highest for him. So having a pretty freaking good game on the Terrorblade, do say so ourselves. Definitely the time to do it in the grand finals for a TI spot.
Yeah, and this isn't... Oh, Skidder, he got caught here. He has no TP.
Oh, they also kill Fada. It looks like Skidder's going to be okay. He's backing out of there. Can they pressure this at all, knowing he doesn't have a TP?
The thing is, if you don't have your TP, you can't push lanes effectively. Like, just not having a TP takes away a lot of your net worth. Normally, he would like to be at these Ancients, farming his 27-minute items. I mean, OG, look where their wards are. They're ready to deal with the rats, you know? There's no aggressive wards. I mean, they do have one bottom. But they're placing their wards just to deal with what Tundra is trying to do.
And they do finally... oh, interesting. They do finally have a creep wave mid, but it's dead now. Backdoor protection disabled as up top there's also a wave shoving in. So yeah, the rat-tastic plays are finally going to have to be put on hold for the moment.
They're smoked up here. They have Ravage. They want to find Topson. They know if he has no buyback.
They spot him. There's the big jump potential. Do they go for him? No! They get the tornado. Catch Topson. Too much on that mark. And the sharpshooter not quite going to connect, but a really good play there by OG to stop that pressure. Round 2, jump forward, Ravage. It comes out, connects on the top. LSA, they bring him down. Sumail, he gets exploded. He doesn't have buyback either. Seb getting caught now. Can they kill him off? Tundra haven't lost anything. The chase down continuing. Oh, and I think that 3-3 dropped an Ironwood tree to break his Timber Chain. That was really nicely played by Tundra as they explode the Terrorblade.
All right. They, holy like...
Cold snap there, tries to catch onto one. They will get the pullback. Tornado afterwards. Arrow not going to connect, but it's only a 3,000 gold lead.
I need to know, in this game, like, how much gold the Couriers gave them, because it's very possible that these plays are only possible because of, like, the general net worth that you get from Couriers. Couriers are undervalued in Dota right now. One Courier snipe can often be the same as, like, killing a tier 1 tower.
And look at the little Courier, the little creep heading out on its mission. Topson.
Oh my god, it's still there. It's what is this?
All right, take 100 gold. You know, you gave us some with the Couriers. We'll give you some back there.
But like 100 gold to scout an enemy in their base is worth it, you know? Like, you're never really... The opportunity cost is very low for Tidehunter here. And it's just such a beast play because it's so much attention, it's so much thinking power.
Topson. Oh.
Ooh, he would have to get arrowed here to die, though. I think... Ooh, they're setting up on him, though. They want this.
Yeah. Topson, though, recognizing the potential there, is going to back out. Okay. Moonlight Shadow now, and then the retreat. It's wild, though. All those little plays starting to add up a little bit here for Tundra. But will it be enough? You still have, like you said, this free farm Terrorblade. And when he starts punching people, it hurts. Vision, 9. Ooh. No tail, right on top. Has BKB ready. Stun, not going to connect. BKB for the turnaround. Laguna Blades finding that kill into no tail, maybe? Not quite. Popping the mech afterwards. Have to be wary. Sumail doesn't have a BKB. Oh, 3-3. He has Ravage, but they're waiting. Looking for an opening. In some trouble. They get the lift up there. 9 going to TP back home. Fada going to die, and 3-3 also goes down. So they don't decide to jump with that Ravage. And now BKB delivered for Sumail in a moment here, at least. It's on the Courier. Roche, how far away? 30 seconds.
They don't use any of their big spells on Tundra, so they might potentially still be able to contest this Roche, and meta is going to be down. So despite OG winning, I mean, that was a good fight for OG, killing 2 heroes there. You do have a little bit later, they're going to look silly in there, but they understand that if they do not get this Roshan right when it spawns, they will be vulnerable. Now, because you have this Aegis, you're sort of compensating for the fact that you don't have meta. That, I don't know, Seb used a lot of resources, it doesn't matter or something, used Cataclysm. The Aegis covers for all of that, and now, you know, Tundra, they wanted to fight there. They smoked out for it, and they got nothing.
Now a smoke play coming in from OG. Snaking, the one that they're going to run into, drops the triple meteor, and No Tail with the stun right on top. It's exactly what they're looking for. Would have loved a bigger kill, but I think they're happy with that one. So we will have a pause now from Fata.
That was Snaking's gem.
Ooh.
So he ran into the Nyx, but Nyx was uphill. And that's... I mean, they got this gem because they realized that they need to win every single fight in order to win this game. So you're investing... Like, the biggest investment you can make in Dota.
Looking like it's a dangerous territory right now for Tundra. OG, 11,000 gold up. Again, some of that from the gem. But are you feeling like the Anti-Mage is actually starting to come online and become this hero that we were worried about for OG in the draft? Like, does Skitter have the tools that he needs to take these fights?
So, what I thought about Anti-Mage in this game is I thought Anti-Mage Enchantress was going to win their lane. I thought they're going to trade souls for a lot of Timbersaul's regen, his mana, and then he's going to be able to pressure that lane. And I thought Timbersaul would be way lower farmed. The fact that Timbersaul has so much farm is a huge worry for Anti-Mage, because I've actually seen games where Timbersaul can outscale an Anti-Mage. Like, regardless of the TV matchup, Timbersaul, once he gets to Aghanims, Bloodstone, etc., I saw it specifically, I don't know if it's at TI or a major or whatever, but it was like Mu Dota on the Timbersaul, killing Anti-Mage solo over and over. And then you put in the fact that Terrorblade is, like, conceptually a good counter against Anti-Mage, just high armor, reflection against Anti-Mage, a lot of physical damage. It's looking really hard for Skitter to carry this game. However, like, I mean, they won that mid-fight that I thought they couldn't do. They won last game, which I thought was completely over. Like, Tundra, they've been pulling some, like, skamazes out of their bag this tournament, and maybe this is one of them.
You goddamn memer.
I
love you.
I can't communicate like normal humans, so I have to talk in memes. It's the only way I can do it. I've
Look
just
at
been
this.
playing Dota for the last 15 years. I have nothing.
You know what? If it works, it works. I think everybody listening has a... They don't have meta. Wait, they do. They do still have meta. Okay.
They have meta, but they don't have BKB. Is it like the worrisome thing? Some random arrow into Lina spells. Like, they're scared right now in OG. They use 2 buybacks.
It's really, really scary. Looking for that tornado opening. Finds Fata. Bushwhack now on to 9. He doesn't have his BKB either. They start to take him down. Cataclysm comes out, able to get away. The Yule Scepter alive on nothing. But Skitter in trouble. Gets the disarm. Jumps out of there. They lose the range rack. Sumail now with that alacrity turning onto melee. But they don't want to give this up. Sumail finds the double kill onto Snaking. Just from downtown finding the punches. They got Laguna Blade back up. How long till BKB? 7 seconds for Sumail. He needs that little bit of extra time. They're looking for an opening here with an LSA, but they won't be able to find it. OG sensing no Ravage. The BKB comes out in time from Sumail as the chase down continues. Do they have anything left in the tank? 9 trying to live, but it won't happen. Sumail with the ultra kill, playing the carry, turning on to these tier 4 towers. They try and blow up No Tail, not enough in the tank from Skitter, as they set their sights on a game 3 with the series even. OG, they're gonna run it down, find themselves Skitter, and try and finish this one out in style. No Ravage, no answer. OG, they're tying it up. Skitter tries to find some last gasp here for anything at all. 3-3, doesn't have Ravage, gets eventually buried into the ground, stun afterwards onto Skitter. They focus back all of their attentions onto the Ancient now, and that is going to be about all she wrote. Although they might think about diving the fountain for no GG out on this one. So the buyback comes again from Snaking, arrow out there, but it's not going to happen. We're all tied up.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, convincing game plan from OG, just really solid fundamental gameplay, and Tundra just being as annoying as possible with elaborate teamfight plans. It's God, the rest of the series is going to be so good.
I can't wait. There's a chance that it could have just been a stomp one way or another, but we're seeing now that this one's got some legs in it. So go into a game number 3, all tied up. But for now, we're going to go to a quick break. When we get back, the panel's going to break it all down. We'll see you then.